Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whenever you're tuning into this. Today we are talking about the different characters in Charlotte's Web. So, at the back of your duotang, there are a few different pages with different characters, and they look like what you're looking at now. So, it starts with, I forget who it starts with, but we're starting with Avery. So, we have Avery here, and we're going to fill in a description about him. So, who is Avery? Well, he's the brother of Fern, so we could write that down. Maybe what he looks like, any characteristics we have read about. So, description, I think you guys know what description is. Quotes, that's a little bit more difficult. Quotes are passages straight from the book. So, we're actually allowed to copy word for word from the book here and put it in quotation marks. And you can choose either to have quotes that Avery says or write down quotes about Avery. Okay. And we're going to take a look at quotes again in a little bit. So we'll go on to the next page. So, actions and feelings. So, actions, what does Avery do? So, certain things he does throughout the book, we're going to write them here. And then, feelings, how he's feeling. So, maybe if there's a certain chapter where he's a bit more present, he's doing more things, then we figure out what he's feeling as well, right? At the beginning of the book, maybe he's feeling a little upset because he didn't get a pig, right? Well, his sister did. So, looking at Fern, we're going to start with her. So, we have a description of her. We have loving, stubborn, and attentive. Attentive means she is paying attention. So she's paying attention to Wilbur mostly, and she wants to take care of him, and she is always making sure that he is doing well, right? Quotes. Fern loved Wilbur more than anything. So I took that from the beginning of one of the chapters early in the book, and Fern loved Wilbur more than anything. I copied that word for word and I put it in quotation marks. So that's a quote straight from the book. For the actions, she saved Wilbur at the beginning of the book, right? And then after that, she put Wilbur in a carriage and was rolling him around. She spends time with the animals. She just hangs out with them. Feelings, well, at the very beginning, she was feeling upset about what was going to happen to the runt. And she was very angry about it. She was upset. And then she is then happy that she saved Wilbur. So we're going to do this for a few different characters. So we're going to do it for Avery, we're going to do it for Fern, and then we're going to do it for Wilbur, of course, the star of the show. So you're going to find description about him. You're going to find some quotes that he says possibly or quotes about him. And then actions, what he does throughout the book, and feelings, how he's feeling at different parts of the book. And we're going to do that with Charlotte the spider. And we're also going to do it with Templeton the rat, one of my favorite characters. Okay, so now it is your time. So go through the chapters that you have read already and maybe try to find a quote or two and then write down a few of the actions, feelings, description, and quotes for these characters. Good luck.